Big week for Power Echols this week, a huge honor. He's Carolina's reigning Defensive Player of the Week. But Jones, that's not the big honor.
Okay.
Because Power is the son of a former NFL player.
Yep.
His mother played college basketball and was among the national leaders in rebounding. So Power, on behalf of parents everywhere, I just want to tell you, congratulations on being the third best athlete in your house.
Nah, that's fine. I'll take that.
It really was a terrific individual game for you. Power Echols leading the Tar Heels in tackles with 10, had a couple for loss and a sack in there as well. And, of course, Carolina got the win 56-24 over Florida A&M. Power, looking back at it, let's start with you individually. What did you feel like you did well and allowed you to have success?
Just did my job, read my keys and coverages correctly. Went out there, got everybody lined up in the correct alignment and assignment, and just, do what we do, as Coach Chiswick says, and have fun and made plays, just do what I've been doing since I was 6.
How, when you're finally out there after all the build-up and all the waiting and all the practice and all the workouts and all of it, how do you feel like you guys responded first time out, understanding that there's going to be some mistakes, especially with a new coordinator?
Great. Everybody, things happened, and we just roll with the punches. Like, some things going to happen that aren't perfect, and we're just going to deal with it and move on and go to the next play. So I feel like we had a positive mindset throughout the whole game, and always knew it was going to be okay if something bad happened. We were always going to come back to the sideline, talk about it, evaluate it, and get it fixed.
Coach Thigpen tweeted out a clip of a play where a Florida A&M running back, I think, thought he was going to pass protect and was going to block you, but then, unfortunately for him, you knocked him roughly about to the bell tower. What kind of reception did that play get in the film room? And do you know in the moment what a hit you've just delivered, or do you not have time to think about it?
Nah, you kind of know in a moment, you know what I'm saying? I'm not running to really talk, during the game. I just kind of do what I do. But, I've kind of been doing this, all practice. I got a lot of respect for my teammates. I feel like I'm one of the hardest hitters on the team. And I play with that, fire and passion every day in practice. So when I go out there to the game, it's just normal to me, just you got the linebacker, you just got to be physical. You always got to want to hit something, hit somebody. And when you hit them, make sure they know you hit them, know who that was. You want to leave an imprint. You don't want to just hit somebody and, they can look up and think it was anybody. You want them to actually know, okay, that's 23 that came around.
All right, so you're 23, Cedric Gray, 33. A little Jordan Pippen action there at the linebacker spot?
Yeah, dynamic duo, what I'm saying? That's my guy, big bro. He taller and I'm shorter, so that's kind of why. And we wear 23, 33, but yeah.
So we talked to Cedric last week, and he gave you a big honor, Power. He said you had the dog in you. He said you were a dog. So we're on the constant quest to find the definition for a dog. What in your mind is somebody who's a dog?
Somebody who just grinds and gets it out the mud. Somebody who gives their all in everything they do, and when it's time to hop off the porch, you're gonna hop off the porch. Oh. And people, dogs don't stretch when come on, they just go run full speed. So yeah.
Hop off the porch. Adam, you ready to hop off the porch?
He basically just described Jones.
Yeah.
If it's not Power Echols, who's the hardest hitter on this defense?
We got a lot of hard hitters. I like DeAndre Boykins. I like Cam Kelly. Gio Biggers can come down there and lay some wood sometimes. Some
secondary guys.
Yeah, some secondary guys. Said can lay the wood for sure. Other than that, but I think it'll probably be between me and Cam Kelly as the top two.
I like how Power was like, I'm going to list some teammates, but let's be honest, guys. It's
Power
really
Echols.
me. Power, I know you get asked this all the time, but obviously I have a unique name. We're basically brothers because we both have unique names.
And
Power.
both dogs.
Yeah, we're both dogs. Tell us a little bit about the story behind your name, because it is a unique one, and I know you have some siblings that have some unique names as well.
Yeah, so my name is Power, and my younger sister's name's True Love. We call her True for short. And my younger brother's name is Knowledge. And the story behind my name is my parents wanted something that wanted a name that would still life into a young black man. And Power, every time somebody says my name or calls me or says my name or talks about me, they're reinstilling my name and really reinstilling life back into me. And every time they call me or we're talking and they say my name, they're reassuring who I am as a person and the person I'm going to be.
I feel like if your name is Power Echols, you're destined to be a really good linebacker.
Yeah.
Did you play any other positions before you ended up at linebacker?
So the crazy thing is, I personally feel like I was a better running back.
Ooh.
Like 10 times out of 10 times, I feel like I was going to be like the next Adrian Peterson or something, but God had a different plan. But for me, like I just love football, and I played both sides of the ball my whole life. So I was like running back on offense, I was playing linebacker at defense. So I played both at a very high level. And, you know, a lot of times nowadays, you don't get a lot of guys on the defensive end that love it like the offensive end, because everybody wants the spotlight, everybody wants to be, you know, that guy in the end zone when the touchdown is scored. But nobody wants to do the grimy work, nobody wants to make tackles and hit all the time, you know, especially when you're a younger guy. So I played both at a really elite level. I didn't know, I thought I was just playing ball. And in my mind, I was like, I like Bo Jackson and all them, so I was like, I want to be the guy with the rock. But thankfully for me, I was blessed enough to be able to have the talent to play both sides. And high school came around, and I was my Coach Brand, he's head coach at Irmo now. He said, "You're gonna start for me at linebacker as a freshman." I was like, "All right, I guess I'll do that then. You know, I don't mind." And that's the story ever since.
Have you tried to plant a couple seeds like in the coaching staff's mind, just like, hey,
Nah,
you
I
need a
think
kick
about it.
returner or something?
Now I think about it, it's probably a better decision anyway, you know, because a linebacker, you feel like you're hitting somebody. Running back, you might be getting hit, but you know, you don't feel as much as a linebacker because you're more enforcing. But yeah.
Does your experience carrying the ball give you any kind of edge when you're trying to tackle the ball carrier? Are you able to think like a ball carrier?
I can say kind of, but I can say athleticism-wise for sure, just knowing like how to hit holes and squeeze through the holes and things like that. Like I feel like just athletically being a running back and my feet work just helped me like astronomically.
I feel like you're somebody who probably eats, sleeps, and breathes football, but when you're not doing football, like what's important to you when you're away from the game?
My family, my loved ones, being at home, sleeping. And I'm very, you know, people talk about, my mom used to always joke, she was like, Power, they always talk about how you're so hardworking and you give your all and everything, but as soon as you get home, you just go to sleep. I'd be like, Ma, I'm tired, Ma. So I just go to sleep when I get home. I don't be wanting to do nothing when I get home. So
Got to recharge.
Yeah, recharge.
The power isn't
real.
always full. The power's not always 100%. You got to recharge the battery.
Yeah, but when I'm outside the house, you know, this facility, you know, this stadium, this school, they get 110% of me, and I give my all in everything I do. But as soon as I go home, I unwind.
What's it like being a football player at the University of North Carolina when you're outside of the facility, when you're just walking around campus?
You know, I feel normal like just any other student, for real. I don't necessarily like, you know, I keep my head down, you know, I walk, just go to class, make sure I get to class on time. Yeah, I just feel like I'm a normal student, for real.
You seem like a sit in the front of the class kind of guy.
Yeah, you know, I sit in the front, you know, sometimes I'll sit like, if me and my teammates are in the same class, we'll sit in the front with each other, but yeah, I'll just be locked in class and just trying to pay attention to what the teacher is telling us.
All right, now you guys got 2 big road games here coming up the next 2 weeks to kind of see where you stand. What is important in your mind for these next couple of weeks for you and your teammates?
I'm just focus on the first week. Just focus on the app. Focus on what they do. Going to practice every day with a game-like mindset, and as if it was game day that day, and work the scheme, work what we're gonna do, and practice at a high level like it's the game level. So when the game comes, it's natural. Like you just go through your routine and. You know, it's that big crowd, it's a big stadium, but really when you're out there, you don't even realize everything that's out there but the people that's on the field.
Tar Heels struggled away from Kenan Stadium last year. What needs to happen differently on the road this season to bring home a couple wins?
Just play to our standard, play to the level of football we know how to play to, do what we do, as Coach Chiswick would say. And, yeah, that's it. Just play to our standard, play the game of football we know how to play it as, and do what we do, and we'll come out, you know, with the end we want. I say that.
It's easy to find him on the field. He's the one laying the wood on the opposing team most times. Number 23, that's a good number here at Carolina,
Yeah.
and that's why it belongs to Power Echols on the football field. Power, thanks for your time, man. Look forward to seeing you these next couple weekends.
Appreciate it.